Hi, in this video, I want to talk about the coronavirus and whatever I research. I'm checking in the internet and checking many different sources. I want to know about how the mechanism works of the coronavirus, and also how these new vaccines coming to the bazaar and to market, like Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. These two can do any actions for helping us, protecting us against the coronavirus. So the first thing I found that is very key in finding a virus. The first terminology is creating or building protein in the body. So, hi, Mr. Boy AFG. To creating a protein, I'm not talking about the protein we every day we eat. I'm talking about the protein every cell's creating. So let's say this is a cell, one cell, and if by talking about the proteins that each cell's creating, proteins is very important because it helps regulate and structure and also for any functions of the body organs, human organs. Protein is very important and very crucial. So if say this is a cell, it has some uh, points of receivers, and in the middle of this cell we have like a core thing, uh, which we call it DNA. So this DNA is all the genetic codes that, like instructions or instruction books for the body, for the humans. It's like about how to act and how to do and how to regulate all of these things, and also how to build a protein. Okay, so that's why we have DNA. And also we have some other parts that we called ribosome. So ribosomes, their task is only building protein. Okay, so ribosomes can build a protein. جانم مستر بوی اف جی، من قبلا فارسی صحبت کردم. این ویدیو رو میخوام که انگلیسی صحبت کنم. بعدا این میخوام سیف کنم برای خودم هست، بخشش باشه، ولی قبلا فارسی صحبت کردم، بعدا فارسی هم دوباره صحبت کنم. Sorry for interruption. And this ribosomes parts only create our proteins. So, but DNA by itself cannot send the instructions to ribosome. So instead, they're using or they're creating some small things like RNA. So RNA is very important here, and that's, I can say, the main topic here for the vaccine, the corona vaccine. So so through this RNA, this RNA acts like a messenger, so send this message to ribosome and give the ribosome all the instructions need to build a protein. And they build a protein, and like what size, what actions, what performance, what all of these things, what all necessary things that protein needs to be built. And also after this instruction sent by RNA to ribosome start building the proteins and sending out. One cell can create millions of protein. Okay, so here's one part, how to build a protein in human cells. Okay, now let's talk about coronavirus, COVID-19. So um, I'm not sure if I'm right, if I'm driving right. I'm sure I'm not driving right, but let's just imagine it's something like that. Okay, this is coronavirus, and the one important thing about coronavirus, they are lookalikes, protein. So that's why when they enter to the body, uh, they're not considered as foreign attackers, and so that's why body is not doing any action against it to eliminate them, and they just come straight to the body without any problem. And one of these hooks, I called hooks, I'm not sure what technically call that, one of these hooks stick to one of these receivers hooks, and after I stick on that, so I'm sorry, each coronavirus is set of RNA codes. So they inject these RNA codes inside of the cell and send this RNA to ribosomes. And ribosomes build a new protein. So builds a new protein, and this new protein, which is actually the one, creates a problem for us, and cause all of these problems, because this new protein is the one that this RNA from this virus, that this RNA says what kind of protein, what's the shape, what's the task, or what's the instruction for that, and cause the problem, and even cause deaths of people. Yeah. Okay. How the vaccines work now? We have two vaccines. It's also called the first time, uh, using a technique with RNA technique to um, be against this virus. Okay. I need to use a different sheet. I can explain here. So this new vaccines, whatever they do, they don't do it like a traditional ways, because in traditional ways they create a very weak, super weak uh, viruses and send them to inject them through the vaccine to the bodies, and by the time the body identify them as foreign attackers, so and they start creating antibodies to eliminate them. But even though they are so weak, but they are a virus, so virus can create a problem even if they are weak. And also it takes a long time the body understand that, um, and the range of success is not that good, because they are so weak. There's a possible, like, they can't do anything, so it's a possibility the body cannot create a good antibody for that. And when the new coronavirus injects to the body or comes to the body, maybe they act differently. So what they do, they came one step behind of that. Instead of uh, injecting a weak virus, that's a new technique. They inject a new RNA, and again we're talking about RNA. So this new RNA, when they inject in by these vaccines, so they send a new RNA, they create a new RNA, and they send it to the cells. So this new RNA tells the ribosome to create a new protein, looks like a coronavirus, but no RNA, nothing, just a shape of the virus, just a shape. So this new vaccine just, it's not a virus, it's a RNA, and this RNA was sent to the cell, and then tell the ribosome to build these type. So that's a code to ribosome to build that. When they build that, uh, uh, this is totally safe, but just like for it. And as I told you before, one cell can create a millions of this protein cells. So these proteins come out, and then finally body identify them as a threat to the body, foreign attackers, and body start to create an antibody to how to protect the cells against this shape, okay, and against this type of virus. So the antibody start to learning how to fight them, how to identify them first of all, and how to fight them. Because the researchers in these two companies creating vaccines, um, they just found that, okay, the main thing is those hooks, I call it hooks, that give a possibility that virus enters to the cell. So let's do this, create a RNA that tells the body to build this, and they focus on this part, not on the RNA of the virus. So that's how the these vaccines work. And after this, antibody learn that when a new coronavirus comes in, because the shape is same, almost same as them, they don't care if there's RNA or anything inside of this. The shape is looks like the virus. The antibodies and the body identify that, and then start to protecting the cells and not letting them to getting inside of the cells and inject their own RNAs to the ribosome. So this is how the mechanism any vaccines work. And but so far, we know that they focus on the shape, but who knows, because recently we heard that in news, like there's new model, the new type of coronavirus coming. Fortunately, these new types coming, they change their these hooks but still have the same shape. It's just make it like a little more advanced probably. That way they can easier get into to the cells, and also easier can separate the virus. So that's more dangerous, the new versions coming. But still, these vaccines can help to eliminate even the newer version of the coronavirus. Okay, but who knows, maybe in future, this shape totally changed to the new shape, to the new way, and that way even those two vaccines cannot help us to protect us against the new coronavirus. So that was it. I hope uh, this can help you a little bit, even a little bit, to understand how these vaccines work and how this coronavirus can threat us. Thank you very much and have a good day.